In a world where power reigns supreme, where hidden agendas lurk behind every corner, and where the truth is a scarce commodity, one question remains: what happened to John F. Kennedy? Join us on a journey into the heart of darkness as we confront the persistent mystery that continues to haunt the corridors of power. Buckle up, because the truth is a journey, and the destination may be more shocking than you ever imagined. So, who was John F. Kennedy, or JFK, beyond the headlines in history books? Well, he was a young, vibrant leader with a shock of thick, tousled hair and a winning smile that could charm even his staunchest critics. That was JFK, the 35th President of the United States, whose tenure in the White House left an indelible mark on the nation. Born into a wealthy and politically influential family in 1917, JFK was destined for greatness from the start. His father, Joseph Kennedy Sr., was a prominent businessman and later served as the United States ambassador to the United Kingdom. From an early age, JFK was groomed for a life of public service and leadership. As president, JFK championed a bold vision for America, one characterized by progress, innovation, and social change. He launched ambitious initiatives such as the Peace Corps, aimed at promoting goodwill and humanitarianism abroad, and the space program, which sought to put a man on the moon before the end of the decade. But JFK's presidency was not without its challenges and controversies. From the Bay of Pigs invasion, a failed attempt to overthrow the Cuban government, to the Cuban Missile Crisis, a harrowing standoff with the Soviet Union that brought the world to the brink of nuclear war, JFK faced no shortage of crises during his time in office. Now let's turn our attention to that pivotal moment in history. November 22, 1963. It was a day like any other, with President John F. Kennedy embarking on a routine visit to Dallas, Texas. Little did anyone know that this seemingly ordinary day would soon be etched into the annals of American history. As JFK's motorcade wound its way through the streets of Dallas, crowds gathered to catch a glimpse of the charismatic president. Smiles and cheers filled the air, a testament to the adoration and respect that JFK commanded wherever he went. But amidst the jubilation, danger lurked in the shadows. At approximately 12:30 p.m., as the motorcade passed through Dealey Plaza, the sound of gunfire shattered the tranquility of the day. 3 shots rang out in quick succession, echoing off the buildings and sending bystanders scrambling for cover. Chaos ensued as panic gripped the crowd, and the reality of what had just occurred began to sink in. In the chaos that followed, JFK's motorcade sped off to Parkland Memorial Hospital, where doctors fought desperately to save his life. But despite their best efforts, it was too late. At 1:00 p.m., President John F. Kennedy was pronounced dead, the victim of an assassin's bullet. The news of JFK's death sent shockwaves across the nation, plunging the country into a state of mourning. Television screens flashed with images of grief-stricken citizens, their faces contorted with sorrow and disbelief. For many Americans, it was a moment of collective trauma, a loss that would be felt for generations to come. Following the shocking events of November 22, 1963, the nation clamored for answers. In response, then-President Lyndon B. Johnson wasted no time establishing the Warren Commission, named after its chairman, Chief Justice Earl Warren. This investigative body was tasked with unraveling the complexities surrounding JFK's assassination and providing the American people with much-needed closure. Led by a panel of esteemed individuals from various fields, including government, law enforcement, and academia, the Warren Commission embarked on an exhaustive inquiry into the circumstances surrounding JFK's death. Over the course of months, the commission meticulously reviewed thousands of documents, interviewed scores of witnesses, and scrutinized every available piece of evidence. In September 1964, the Warren Commission released its findings to the public in a comprehensive report that sought to lay to rest the lingering doubts and suspicions surrounding the assassination. According to the Commission's conclusions, Lee Harvey Oswald, acting alone and without any outside assistance, was solely responsible for the death of President John F. Kennedy. The Commission's report painted Oswald as a troubled and disgruntled individual, disillusioned with American society and harboring sympathies for communist ideologies. It asserted that Oswald, motivated by a desire for notoriety and infamy, meticulously planned and executed the assassination using a mail-order rifle purchased under a false name. Furthermore, the report concluded that Oswald had acted entirely of his own volition, without any co-conspirators or collaborators. It dismissed claims of a broader conspiracy involving organized crime, foreign governments, or rogue elements within the U.S. government as baseless speculation devoid of factual merit. Despite the Warren Commission's efforts to provide a definitive account of JFK's assassination, its findings failed to assuage the doubts and skepticism that persisted among the public. Critics pointed to numerous inconsistencies and discrepancies within the Commission's report, raising questions about its thoroughness and impartiality. One of the most glaring discrepancies was the so-called magic bullet theory, which posited that a single bullet fired by Oswald had inflicted multiple wounds on both JFK and Governor Connally, despite undergoing significant changes in trajectory and velocity. Skeptics argued that this theory defied the laws of physics and probability, casting doubt on the Commission's credibility. Moreover, the Warren Commission's reliance on eyewitness testimonies, many of which were contradictory or unreliable, further undermined its conclusions in the eyes of the public. Critics argued that key pieces of evidence, such as Oswald's alleged ties to intelligence agencies and his mysterious activities in the days leading up to the assassination, were either overlooked or deliberately suppressed. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. In the years since the release of the Warren Commission's report, numerous alternative theories and conspiracy narratives have emerged, challenging the official narrative of JFK's assassination. From allegations of mafia involvement to claims of a covert government plot, these theories have captured the public imagination and fueled endless speculation about what happened on that fateful day in Dallas. One of the most enduring alternative theories is the notion of a conspiracy involving organized crime, particularly the mafia. Proponents of this theory point to JFK's administration's crackdown on organized crime and its ties to prominent mob figures such as Sam Giancana and Carlos Marcello. They argue that the mafia had both the means and the motive to orchestrate JFK's assassination as a retaliation for his aggressive pursuit of their illicit activities. Another theory implicates elements within the U.S. government, including factions within the CIA and the military-industrial complex. This theory posits that JFK's attempts to pursue detente with the Soviet Union and his opposition to the military's hawkish agenda made him a target for those who stood to benefit from perpetual conflict. Proponents point to JFK's clashes with intelligence agencies over issues such as the Bay of Pigs invasion and the Cuban Missile Crisis as evidence of a deep-seated animosity between the president and elements within the government. Furthermore, some alternative theories suggest the involvement of foreign governments, such as Cuba or the Soviet Union, in JFK's assassination. These theories posit that JFK's aggressive stance towards communist regimes and his refusal to back down in the face of international tensions made him a target for those who sought to destabilize American democracy. Proponents point to Oswald's purported connections to communist sympathizers and his mysterious activities in the years leading up to the assassination as evidence of foreign involvement. While each of these alternative theories offers a unique perspective on JFK's assassination, they share a common thread of skepticism towards the official narrative put forth by the Warren Commission. Critics argue that the Commission's investigation was marred by inconsistencies, oversights, and conflicts of interest that call into question the validity of its conclusions. One of the most widely criticized aspects of the Warren Commission's report is its reliance on the so-called single bullet theory, which posits that a single bullet fired by Oswald inflicted multiple wounds on both JFK and Governor Connally. Critics argue that this theory defies the laws of physics and probability, casting doubt on the Commission's ability to accurately reconstruct the events of that fateful day in Dallas. Furthermore, the Commission's failure to adequately investigate alternative leads and pursue credible evidence of conspiracy has led many to question the thoroughness and impartiality of its inquiry. Critics point to the suppression of key pieces of evidence, such as Oswald's ties to intelligence agencies and his mysterious activities in the days leading up to the assassination, as evidence of a deliberate cover-up designed to conceal the truth from the American people. In the years since the release of the Warren Commission's report, numerous independent investigations and inquiries have sought to uncover the truth behind JFK's assassination. From congressional hearings to citizen-led initiatives, these efforts have shed new light on the events of that fateful day in Dallas and the forces at play behind the scenes. Despite the passage of time, the mystery surrounding JFK's assassination continues to captivate the public imagination and fuel endless speculation and debate. As we continue to unravel the enigma of JFK's death, we must remain vigilant in our pursuit of truth and justice, ensuring that future generations never forget the lessons of history and the enduring legacy of one of America's most beloved presidents. And that wraps it up for today's exploration into the mystery of JFK's assassination. If you found this video intriguing, remember to hit the like button below. Don't forget to share this video, and let's keep the discussion alive in the comment section. New to our channel, subscribe and turn on notifications for more educative and captivating videos. Until next time, bye.